47-14 is the final here, Sam. Michigan defeats Western Michigan in their home opener. There was a lot to assess today's performance. I think it all starts with the power run game. You talked about this in the pregame. Michigan wanted to come out and be the more physical football team, and they established that early on. And really, 300-plus yards rushing? You have to like what you saw out there today, Sam.
Yeah, they did exactly what they said they were going to do, Josh. They said that they were more physical. They said that they were going to pound teams offensively and play off of that. There was a 3rd and 15 in the red zone. I think it was their second drive when they kicked the field goal. And it struck me as that's the kind of play that fans will be like, what the hell are you doing? But it's in keeping with the theme. Maybe that's a play last year that Josh Gaddis would have dialed up a pass. But he said, I need to stick with the run more. And they stuck with it, and that opened up some things. I mean, I think about Ronnie Bell's long touchdown and how you had two guys sucked up on one guy and you got one-on-one on the outside. I don't know who busted there, but part of me believes because they were pounding so much inside, because they were hitting some of those guys underneath, that you had the safety cheating a little bit. I don't know that I have to go back and look at the film. Point being, though, that set up some things, that opened up some things in the passing game. But even when Western knew they were going to run the football, they couldn't stop them. That's what Michigan wants to be. That's what they need to be moving forward, because it plays to the strength of their team. And, Zach Zinner isn't even your starter today. And they're still able to go do that.
Cade McNamara, it's the start of really his era. I know he had one start last year. He got hurt. He got the reins. He did what he needed to do today. Now, I think it was 9 of 11, a little over 100 yards passing, but really no mistakes. Made some nice crisp passes. What'd you think of his performance?
Efficient. I mean, they are saying they know he can make plays, but they don't want to make him Superman, because the strength of their team is we can run the football. And if you got a guy who can be efficient, can move the chains, don't make mistakes, take the plays that are there, you're putting your offense in position to be successful. And the way that his receivers really stepped up, and you feel so bad for Ronnie Bell, MRI tonight, according to Jim Harbaugh, to see how he's doing. But they said he had been practicing at an elite level. He was playing like that, but when he went down, you saw other guys make plays in different ways. The end arounds for A.J. Henning and Roman Wilson, you saw their speed. Dalen Baldwin on that pass that I'm sure we'll talk about with J.J. McCarthy. You got other guys in the receiving core that can make plays, but it all comes back to where we started, running the football. Start with running the football and play off of that.
Yeah, you really noticed, I think today, you really noticed the speed in the skill positions today. Something I haven't really said. I've seen in previous years, but you really just saw it from top to bottom. Guys coming in, fresh legs, and showing that speed on the field. It was nice to see some you didn't really see in the field last year, and these guys are 1 year extra in the weight room, and you seeing these guys develop.
Yeah.
It was refreshing to see.
Just a real quick note on the running backs, Blake Corum and Hassan Haskins. They were able to get going, rarely hitting the backfield. You give those guys a head of steam, both of them, they're going to be a tough takedown. We saw that all day long. Hassan Haskins rarely will the first guy take him down. Blake Corum in the open field is going to be a handful.
Yeah, and then we got at least, and a nice third option there is Donovan Edwards. Him and J.J. McCarthy entered the game together. Fitting to see. I think it was sort of poetic in a way, the two top recruits. And then we got Donovan did some nice things, and he's going to have other games. But arguably the play of the game, J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers-esque, rolls out, broken play, it looks like, then just throws across the field, something you really don't coach.
Right.
And just throws an absolute dime. He just launched a missile for a touchdown to Baldwin. I mean, how impressive was that play?
It's J.J.
Right.
Isn't that not? I mean, how long have we been watching J.J.?
Right.
And that's just what he does now. You get to college and they say you need to rein that in, young man. But Jim Harbaugh made an interesting point in the postgame. He said, look, some guys just are creative, and they can execute that creativity.
Right.
And so you don't want to coach that out of them. And you wouldn't allow most guys to do that. And maybe you tell JJ, all right, you got to pick your spots with that. But you don't want to take that away from him, because that was a special play that he's capable of making. Harbaugh said he has it in him. Let's do it, young man.
It definitely got the fans excited. The big house was roaring after that play.